Nesse vídeo, vamos fazer a terceira parte da prova. Para isso, acesse o site, o link está na descrição do vídeo, e clique em Ver módulos. Agora, selecione o módulo Unexpected Situations. Você pode estudar na ordem que quiser, mas aqui vou começar pela introdução. Nessa parte, você pode ver uma breve descrição do módulo. O áudio abaixo refere-se a uma breve explicação dessa parte da prova, dada pelo examinador.
Part 3. Unexpected Situations. In this part of the test, you will listen to 3 different communications between pilots and air traffic controllers. The recordings will be played twice. There is a 5-second pause before the recording is repeated. After listening to the recording, you should tell me everything that the pilot and the controller said. I will then ask you a question. At the end of part 3, I will ask you to compare the 3 situations, so please take notes. All information is important. Do you have any questions?
Agora é só seguir a ordem, clicando em Próxima lição.
Listen to situation number 1.
Miami Center, American 2493. We are now experiencing severe turbulence at flight level 300. A passenger is injured. Request return to Miami.
American 2493, roger. Turn right heading 115 and descend to flight level 240. Medical assistance will be provided upon arrival.
Miami Center, American 2493. We are now experiencing severe turbulence at flight level 300. A passenger is injured. Request return to Miami.
American 2493, roger. Turn right heading 115 and descend to flight level 240. Medical assistance will be provided upon arrival.
The pilot reported severe turbulence at flight level 300, informed that a passenger was injured and requested return to Miami. The controller told him to turn right heading 115 to descend to flight level 240 and informed that medical assistance would be provided upon arrival.
How can a pilot avoid a bad weather situation when overflying the ocean?
It's possible to avoid bad weather by checking the weather forecast before flying or just monitoring the aircraft's weather radar.
Listen to situation number 2.
Dubai Control, Emirates 075. I had a tail strike during takeoff. We need to climb to the minimum safe altitude in order to check our systems before returning.
Emirates 075, roger. Climb to 4,000 feet. Maintain radio 120. Call back for vectors to return.
Dubai Control, Emirates 075. I had a tail strike during takeoff. We need to climb to the minimum safe altitude in order to check our systems before returning.
Emirates 075, roger. Climb to 4,000 feet. Maintain radio 120. Call back for vectors to return.
The pilot reported a tail strike during takeoff and requested to climb to the minimum safe altitude in order to check their systems. The controller told him to climb to 4,000 feet, maintain radial 120, and call back for vectors to return.
What kind of emergency or abnormal situations may a pilot experience during takeoff roll?
There are several situations that can happen during takeoff roll, but I think the worst case scenario is if both engines fail after the rotation speed.
Listen to situation number 3.
Mayday, 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 Dubai departure, Sky Dubai 523, we lost thrust in both engines. We'll try to return to Dubai, but we might need to ditch.
Sky Dubai 523, roger, turn left heading 230, expect to land on runway 30 right.
Mayday, 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 Dubai departure, Sky Dubai 523, we lost thrust in both engines. We'll try to return to Dubai, but we might need to ditch.
Sky Dubai 523, roger, turn left heading 230, expect to land on runway 30 right.
The pilot reported an emergency situation, which was a loss of thrust on both engines. He told they would try to return to Dubai, but they might need to ditch. The controller told him to turn left heading 230 and expect to land on runway 30 right.
What may happen to a twin-engined aircraft if both engines fail in flight?
If both engines fail, the pilot will need to act quickly in order to prevent a disaster by gliding to the nearest suitable airport or trying to ditch.
Now, after listening to these 3 situations, how would you compare them? Which one do you think is the most difficult to deal with, and why? You may want to compare them in terms of severity, possible solutions or ways of prevention.
From my point of view, the first situation is the easiest to deal with because it's usually simple to get out of severe turbulence. The second situation is harder because a tail strike during takeoff can cause some structural damages. The last situation is the hardest to deal with because there is nothing to do but try to land as safely as possible to avoid a tragedy.
Entre no site e confira todas as outras provas. Se gostou do vídeo, não esqueça de deixar seu like, se inscrever no canal e seguir as redes sociais. Obrigado, até o próximo vídeo.